Hey guys, sorry, just closing the window there because I didn't want people to hear my video. It's just strange considering I'm recording it to whoever wants to watch it. But anyway, yeah. So this is obviously back. I'm obviously back with back with part 3 of my video, hoping I can learn how to speak properly. I really hope I can start getting my sentences better, constructed better, and think through what I want to say in my videos. But anyway, hopefully this is a lot later than I was hoping to finish like an hour ago. So it's taken longer than planned. I had so many ideas I want to work on. This from like ideas overload. I really hope I can do some writing today as well. So anyway, here goes. So going back to the reasons to love God potentially, and please check out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't already done so, and share the love of the video. I mean, like the video and share if you can. In other words, anyway, here goes. Number 21. I think like every potential reason to love God again is like everything good that's ever happened to you. Like everything good that's ever happened in your life could be. Again, these are potential reasons. So I don't know if everyone will agree. Again, I'd love to hear your opinions that I've mentioned in my other videos. But yeah, so everything that's ever good that's ever happened to you, like I suppose depending on how much you value life, like even being alive, some people will say is a reason. Again, I'd love to hear other people's reasons. Sometimes I think life can be a pain in the brain. So I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if I'd say life itself is a reason to love God, but I suppose all the positive things that have ever happened to me, and maybe like some people, even if you believe that God puts people in your life for a reason, like to teach you lessons or to either way, even if they're difficult, to teach you lessons or to help you in some way or whatever, and like even hard times are there to teach you. So, but for me, I'd say every good thing that I can ever remember from my memory, good things that I remember and all that sort of stuff. 22 on that note, good things that I'm hopeful for, and good things that happen to me or could happen to me in the future, like making this video and having opportunities I have and hope for the future. Obviously, that would depend on the individual whether you feel you have hope for the future or not. But and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It probably depends what mood I'm in. So I don't know about other people, but someone who unfortunately doesn't have hope, hopefully they'll find it somewhere. On Saturday, because it's the 13th. Hope God will forgive me for this one, but I'm going to probably have the alternative to this, like reasons to not love God. So I hope He'll forgive me for that one. But to make up for it, perhaps, like I often say, which I hope to come to, like things that would make me love God more, which is what I probably hope to have already done. Initially, I hope to have already done this video or these series of videos, and the reason and the things that would make me love God more by now. But unfortunately, I'm quite far behind my goals. Anyway, yeah. So any hope you have or anything good that happens to you or that will happen to you, obviously you can't preempt that, but maybe in the future that could be a reason to love God in the future. 23. Or again, any improvements in life or where you think God has helped you improve in life and have second chance and things like that. Number 23, how God teaches us to have sympathy and empathy for others, and perhaps put ourselves in other people's shoes. Like sometimes I do think that it doesn't always feel like God does that himself. I don't know if I dare say maybe God could be hypocritical. Maybe God can be hypocritical. I'm not sure, but oh, God forgives me for that one. But yeah, so God helping, like, and I think it's also good to love as well. Another thing I think I forgot, I was going to say this in point number 15, but I forgot. Like, when I went for my walk, I was thinking of this, like, but I suppose the alternative to not loving God is quite hard to think about. Well, it's probably like a bit more hopeless and all that, but if you love God, I suppose it gives you a bit of hope somewhere, maybe. But yeah, so like the sympathy, charity, God teaching us to help the poor, support the poorest 10% of people in the world, or things like what we caring for the lowest amongst us, so to speak, like the poorest, and that sort of thing. Saying that those have hope for the future, like poor people and all that sort of thing, and help ideas to like help people from slums and orphanages. I think a lot of my ideas came from biblical teachings. Perhaps I don't know if I would have had them without biblical teachings, but although both my parents sort of teach me these sort of things as well, or taught me these sort of things, so it's difficult to say without a crystal ball whether I would have been as charitable if I didn't have the religious teachings. 24, each day is a chance to start again, so even if you had a bad day, like the next day can be good, maybe there's hope. And that sort of thing. So each day is a new chance, each day is a new dollar or a new chance or whatever you want to call it. 25, in the hope God will bless things that you want Him to bless. Perhaps, maybe that's probably a bit more of a selfish reason, but I find it a bit of a dilemma that you have to call Jesus Lord. And I prefer republics, and I think there is a lack of freedom and all that kind of thing. But and with all the rules and that, but yeah, I think that's yeah, I hope that God will bless republics and democracies and countries that are colonized and that sort of thing. 26, again, and hope that God will bless countries that are colonized, and God also teaches us not to steal, kill, trespass, or break the law in any way, like murder or things like that. And I think they were really good principles and teachings. If more people obeyed those sorts of rules in a way, although I think it'd be good to give people choices in many ways as much as possible. But if people obeyed those choices and didn't violate people's human rights or force people to do certain things or steal from people or do bad things like that, then I suppose the world would be more peaceful. Again, I'd love to hear what you think about that. To me, colonialism involves all those things like stealing, killing, trespass, and things that, like countries, nations like Britain or Portugal or Spain or even Italy, which I know is sport 14, but all these European countries, and to be honest, even some of the Arab countries and Turkey as well, which I must admit, even though I love Turkey and all that, but they colonized other countries, and really, to me, they did things to those countries that they wouldn't have done to themselves, which they would make illegal in their own country. If anyone else did what colonialists did in daily life, it would be banned or frowned upon. So, in a way, I hope God will bless those countries that were colonized, because I'd rather bless or reward than curse. I hope that makes sense. Number 27, again, for all the good things in your life, to reward God with your love for all the good things, and possibly acknowledge Him. And I hope to think more on the positive, like what I did manage to achieve, or what I have managed, not what I haven't managed to achieve so much, if I can help it. Number 28, for turning negatives into positives, perhaps, and hopefully God will turn my negatives and your negatives into positives. Whoever's watching this video, and those who need help as well, generally. Also, 29, in the hope God will bless your friends, family, and those closest to you, and those who are good to you, and I hope God will reward them on my behalf and help me to reward them as well. And 30, again, I'd love to hear what you think, and did I do a good job, and what your thoughts are, again, what would you love God for, and that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm out.